Hey guys, what's up? Joe here, playing Pokemon Yellow version for the Game Boy. Brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, so there's a little opening for you. Let's get underway on the game. Options. 6 speed fast. You gotta have fast. Animation on. Battle style, I prefer set over shift. But at times shift is more beneficial, but for now I'll stick with set. Now I'll go shift. Overall more easy. Sound. Mono. Print. Let's make this the darkest so you guys can see it well. And done here. Let me go to the menu. See if the options have to be reset. Yep. Reset the options again. Nope. So I'm messing that up. Darkest. Continue. New game. Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Alright, so this opening of every Pokemon game pretty much. Where you get to pick your name. What's my name? My name is Slim Shady. No. My name is Joe, and I actually like to use the lowercase letters. Most people usually don't use them, and the game usually doesn't use them for names either. So I prefer it. I'm going to use my full name here. Just to fill up all the boxes. Alright. End. Right. So your name is Joseph. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What is his name again? This guy must have Alzheimer's if he doesn't remember his grandson's name. Well, everyone knows, this is Gary, of course. But Gary's a dumb name. Gary's a dumb name, so I'm gonna call him Ralkij. After one of my buddies! He's gonna be my rival. That's right, I remember now. His name is Ralkij. Or however you pronounce that, I don't know for sure. Joseph, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Kinda hate how like they cut off lines and stuff like that. Alright, so basically first thing you want to do when you start the game, you can play your little Super Nintendo Entertainment System here. You go to your PC, look at some porn. Now it looks like I don't have internet access. I'm just gonna withdraw some items. A potion. I'm only 10. I'm 10 years old in this game. Just kidding. In the anime, he's 10 years old, but, you know, I don't know how old he is in the game. It doesn't really matter, though. Let's see. On TV. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go, too. Now, let's see. The only movie I can think of where that could be is, what's it called? Stand By Me. American movie. Boys walking on railroad tracks. Train! Alright, it said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. Oh, Professor Oak lives next door. Well, let's go see Professor Oak. Is he next door? Ooh, hello. Hi, Joseph. Ralkij is out at Grandpa's lab. Oh. So he's in the lab. I see. Let's go to the lab. By the way, where are we? Palatown. Shades of your journey await. Every town in this game is named after a color, and the first place you start out is Palatown. It's called Palatown because, you know, you got all these different colors on your palette, ready to paint your journey. Alright, here's our buddy, or our enemy. Yo, Joseph, Gramps isn't around. I ran here because he said he had a Pokemon for me. Yeah, Pokemon. I'm gonna take this one. There's a Pokeball. There's a Pokemon inside. Ooh. Alright, so he's obviously not here. So, what we can do actually is I believe we can read his emails. There's an email message here. Calling all Pokemon trainers, the elite trainers of Pokemon League are ready to take on all comers. Bring your best Pokemon and see how you rate as a trainer. Pokemon League HQ, Indigo Plateau. Professor Oak, please visit us! Well, that pretty much sets up for the finale of the game, really. Yeah, this game really doesn't have too much of a story-driven, it's not a story-driven, game, really. I mean, there's a story, there's a plot, in a sense, but for the most part, it's just like, you go around the game and, you see, you know, how stuff unfolds for you. It's not the most creative, but it's really great for kids, which is why it was so popular, because, you know, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to focus on the story. You basically just go with the game. It's very linear, except for a couple parts where you kind of wonder, what do I have to do here? It's kind of annoying. Another thing different, this game is a spin-off of Pokemon Red and Blue version, but released a special Pikachu edition, I guess, to go along with the anime, because they wanted it to be popular. And it was like the biggest hit game ever. Sold more copies of games than any other game until like recently, really. Until this current generation of games. So this game really is a landmark in the entertainment system of the world of gaming. And it really, really put the Game Boy as a, you know, something that can contend with consoles even. And I think it still does. I think the Game Boy is still way better than like Xbox maybe. I mean, Xbox is cool, but you know, it has a limited selection of games, but so does Game Boy. But you know, I only play Game Boy for Pokemon really. But you know, some Pokemon's like a one-hit wonder for Game Boy in my opinion. I mean, it has some Final Fantasy games and some other RPG games, but on Game Boy, this kind of lack a bit in my opinion. But anyway, let's continue on here into the grass. Hey, wait! Don't go out! That was close! Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Alright. So now he goes through the stats of battling. Wild Pikachu appeared. How neat. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna catch it with the Pokeball! Professor Oak used a Pokeball. He caught a Pikachu! That's great! He got a Pikachu. Woo! Pokemon can appear any time in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for protection. I know. Here, come with me. Now he plays a little music, and we're like, sweet, we're gonna get a Pokemon. Alright, and you have no control, so you don't have to touch the gamepad at all. You just gotta let it go, and it does everything for you. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Ralkij, why are you here already? I said for you to come by later. Oh, whatever, just wait there. Look, Joseph, do you see that ball on the table? It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside. You may have it. Go on, take it. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Ralkij. I'll give you one later. That's right, in your face. I better get a Pokemon better than you. Or whatever he said, it doesn't matter. I pretty much said the same thing. Oh. No way, Joseph. I want this Pokemon. Ralkij snatched the Pokemon. He's a thief. How dare he? Gramps, I want this one. But Oh, alright then. That Pokemon is yours. I was going to give you one anyway. Joseph, come over here. Okay, Joseph, this is a Pokemon I caught earlier. You can have it. I caught it in the wild and it's not tame yet. And we get the Pikachu that he just caught. Isn't that great? Give a nickname to Pikachu. Yes. I'm gonna call him... Scampers. Scampers. This seems more like a name for a Rattata, or something like that. But, you know, Pikachu's a mouse too. So I'm gonna call him Scampers. Nothing you guys can do about that. This is my Scampers. If wild Pokemon appears, your Pokemon can fight against it. Afterwards, go on to the next town. Alright, so let's just leave then. Wait, Joseph, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Alright, now that's pretty much the end of most of the early dialogue. I'm only going to do the dialogue like that for Pallet Town, really. And all that, it finishes up pretty soon. And I might do it for the end of the game as well. Maybe some key moments in the game. But other than that, I'm not going to be reading out all the text, just so you guys know. Alright, he has an Eevee, named such because it evolves into a bunch of different Pokemon. Just Thundershock the crap out of it. He can growl and stuff, just lowers his attack. It's not really a point to using tactics here, just, you know, because you don't really have tactics to use. So just Thundershock the crap out of it. His little, fox thing. With the, cute little bushy tail and the mane, and the big ears. Eevees are great, everyone likes Eevees. Oh my god, we're gonna win though. Just barely. Alright, Scampers gained 97 experience points. Scampers grew to level 6. And now it gives you your stats. Stats here, you don't really pay too much attention to those. I mean, you can, but basically you know a strong Pokemon from a weak Pokemon pretty much just by what the Pokemon is. At least if you played the game enough like I have, you know. And we learned Tail Whip, cool. What? Unbelievable, I picked the wrong Pokemon! And then we get some money for winning, because, you know, this is a gambling game. Make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Joseph, Gramps, smell you later. Alright. So that's the end of the basic, Nope. What? Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears that your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. You should just keep it with you. That would make it happy. You can talk to it to see how it feels about you. Let's do that. You can turn around, tap in the down button, just talk to your Pikachu. He's like, I'm a slave. I don't like this. He needs a collar and a leash, so I think they have leash laws in this game. Or they should. You know, I mean, if wild Pokemon are attacking you out of the blue from the grass, and you can just catch those, I think they should have leash laws, you know? Alright. So your Pokemon is healed now after that battle. Pretty nice of everybody to make it so, like, you know, because there's really nowhere to rest. Even you go to your house and you have your mom rest for you, I think. I'm not quite sure. This guy. Hi, I work at Pokemon Mart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. So we get a potion from this guy. Let's say, early on items, you can get, like, secret items like that all the time. Early on. I know pretty much the location of most of the secret items in this game. Oops, battle. Dang it. I try to avoid the battles early on. Until I do some training. It's alright, though. Wild Pidgey. Alright, Pidgey's a bird type. And bird types are bad against electric types. Even though Pidgey is really just normal type, for some reason it has a weakness to electricity because it's also flying, which isn't an actual type in this game, not until Gold version and stuff. But it still is super effective on it, which is a little bit weird in my opinion. Don't know how they set it up like that, don't know why they set it up like that, but, you know. It's a good thing it's good against them, though, you know. Alright, and what we want to do is we can heal our Pokemon in the Pokemon Center, but we don't have a need to do that yet. And we can go to the Pokemon Mart, that progresses the story a bit, but I'm not going to progress the story yet. What I'm going to do instead is come up here. And when you sneak up here, there's an item right where that tree is, and you get a potion out of it. Everyone likes potions and stuff. Potions are great. Alright. So now, you can head north, and get like a little, sorry, you can't go this far. Because that guy's like a dick and stuff, but, you know, ignore him. We don't need to go up there anyway. So you want to go to the Pokemon Mart. Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? We got Oak's parcel. Parcel is basically a package. So now that's, a side quest, I guess. Or it's not a side quest, it's actually a main quest of the game. Because you can't progress without doing it. But it has no actual, you know, key parts of the story in it. So it's not really a major quest. But, or you don't even have to call it a quest, really. This game is an RPG game. But people don't really see it as an RPG game. Because, you know, it lacks, like, you know, the quest system. It's not just a, you know, it's not really a quest. You just, like, progress a story. A linear story. Alright, let's go talk to Professor Oak, give him his parcel. Oh, Joseph, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. I've done 2 battles with it. What? You have something for me? We deliver his package? Oh, this is a custom Pokeball I ordered. Now, this Pokeball, actually, we'll see it later on in the game, which is pretty neat. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Gramps. Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Ah, Ralkij, good timing. I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Joseph and Ralkij, take these with you. We get a Pokédex. It's basically like a little a cell phone. They can't really talk with. It's like a netbook, like a really primitive netbook. Because you know how Japanese games like to throw in some science fiction into it. I mean, this game is kind of like fantasy, but you know, it really plays into like you almost feel like it's in the real world in a bit, but you know, it just has some science fiction aspects to it in a way. All right, and I stopped reading what he's talking about. All right. Rock's talking about how awesome he is. He thinks he's so awesome, but he's not. Alright, but he says something there. I'm gonna get a town map from my sister. That's a key. That is a hint for you. You can miss this early on. It's not something that the game demands you get, but it'll definitely come in handy a little bit. Not so much, really. Grandpa asked you to run an errand. Here, this will help you. We get a town map from Ralkij's sister. Alright. Now I've been going for about 16 minutes now. Here's my Pikachu. I'm just gonna stand in front of my house. I'm gonna save my game here, guys. Would you like to save game? Yes. Saving. Alright. And that's all I'm gonna do for now, guys. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of Pokemon Yellow version.